Hey guys. So I've been getting a lot of questions lately. People typically come to me and ask me about my energy clearings when there has been a death on the property, or actually that's pretty much when people approach me about getting the energy cleared. And yeah, absolutely. That's an amazing time to get the energy cleared, because especially if somebody has died on the property traumatically, typically what happens is the energy gets stuck in between realms. And so that's what we call ghosts, because what happens is the energy gets stuck, and so there's like this density within the home, and whether you realize it or not, people subconsciously feel it in the home. And it also does ultimately affect us, because what energy does is it affects our thoughts, it affects our feelings, and ultimately it also affects our actions. So that's why it's so important to get an energy clearing and be doing these energy clearings on your home and your space, regardless of whether or not somebody has passed away in the home or space. It's also like, if a family has been sitting or like living at a home for 10, 15 years, life is emotional. We go through a lot of things during life, and it can be traumatic, and people leave their energetic imprints in the home. Like, when you think about the childhood home that you grew up in, a lot of things have happened in that home. And so you're going to leave your energy there. So when a new family comes in, you want the energy to be clean and clear and crisp, and you want to make it your own, right? So that's when you also want to be doing your energetic clearings, regardless of whether or not if somebody has passed away in the home or not. And to be honest, Mother Earth has been here a long time. So regardless of whether or not somebody has passed away within the time that we know, there more than likely something has happened on the land that has been traumatic at some point, right? And so what I do during my energetic clearings is I actually work with Mother Earth. I connect to the land, I connect to the ancestors, I also connect to anything that is there, and I help them to go to where they need to go in their next evolution, whether it be these energies that are stuck, or energies that are not wanted, or just not wanting any newness. During the energetic clearings, I basically clear and help them to go to where they need to go, and then clear the land and the space so that it's a really high vibe energy, really pure, and like just really loving, so that it can really be a new space for whoever is now going to be living there and creating. Because I've been having developers contacting me lately, um, because there's been some really interesting scenarios going on certain pieces of land. And when you hear about maybe like weird things, like there's been two deaths within the last year on the land, it's more than likely because there are energies there that are affecting the energetic vibration. And it's like it's repeating in the now because the energy is calling for it. So I know that sounds really weird, but it's like attracts like. And so everything is a vibration, and whatever the energy is vibrating at is what it's going to attract, right? And so when you hear about these certain areas where these weird things are always happening, it's because there's a certain vibration there. And most of the time we're scared when we hear about these things that we don't understand or the unknown, but it's only because we're not educated about it and we're not aware of it, and we have not come to know ourselves as these multidimensional beings, and we live in a multidimensional universe in coexistence with many other beings, whether we see them or not, and we affect each other. So that's why it's really important to be getting an energy clearing all the time, to be honest. It's not like just when you hear about something weird happening or when you know that there was a death on the property. You as a homeowner, when you go out and you come back into your home after being around all these different people, you're bringing different energies back into your home. Or let's say you have a fight with your girlfriend or a fight with your wife or whatever. That energy is going to stay there too. And so you want to clear it. So it's just like cleaning your house or cleaning your teeth or cleaning your body. If we don't clean it, it starts to get dirty, right? So it's the same thing as energy. When we're not clearing the energy, it starts to get really dense, and then it'll start vibrating at a certain density. But we want it to be vibrating at a really clear high vibration, because when we have that, that's when our creativity flows. That's when we feel at peace. Like, that's when energy just flows. When there's dense energy, there's no room for it to flow. So energy clearings are something that you should be giving yourself if you know how to do it. But if not, then you should be getting somebody like me to be doing an energy clearing on your home regardless. And also, for those of you that care about when you're buying a new house and you know that somebody has passed away in it, I think some people sometimes get scared. But there's nothing to be scared of. It's normal. And, it's kind of normal for a spirit to be around a house that they lived in, right? Or that they passed in. But it's also up to us to let them know, hey, it's time to go, because this is going to be a new space for somebody else. And it's time to create these healthy boundaries and help them to go to where they need to go. So that's kind of where I come in. So if you come across a home that is quote unquote haunted or that has been affected by these sort of traumatic deaths, it's not the end all be all. That's a signal actually to get somebody like me to come and to clear the energy. And also, the reason why I do this, aside from what I just shared with you, the bigger why is this is how we can live in coexistence with Mother Earth. The land that we live on and that we use, it's up to us to clear it and to cleanse it. And that's my way of really honoring our Mother Earth and the land that she so generously gives us, and we just kind of use it up. But it's like up to us to really honor and work with her in clearing and cleaning herself too. So this is something that I do with all of my buyers and sellers throughout the home buying and selling process. I'm not really offering it as a individual energetic clearing anymore, but I kind of do it intuitively depending on each person's situation. So if you have any questions, please feel free to comment and ask me. And I don't know, if you have anything that's going on personally on your home space in your land that you're curious about, please feel free to comment as well. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.